And we're joined by the head coach of the Trenton Devils, Rick Kowalsky, after the Devils lose out in Reading. A couple losses in a row against the Royals. You've now lost 3 in a row. Last night, a few different things that kind of didn't go your way. Some of it was officiating, but obviously that's not the whole story.
No, I mean, if you look at it last night, the first goal, it was tough to see on the video, but we're pretty sure it hit the crossbar. I mean, the angle that it comes out, it's pretty evident. I don't think it went off the back of the net, the horseshoe, if you will. And, if it did, it would have came out in a different. It's pretty impossible. It's the magic bullet theory that the puck can't end up in the corner if it ends up in the back of the net. So
yeah, and you also probably wouldn't hear the ping as loudly as we did.
And you know what's funny too is the reaction of their players was there. It was non-existent. So I was a little surprised that he felt he saw it. The goal judge didn't put the light on. He didn't consult with the goal judge or the linesman. Obviously, he felt pretty comfortable that it went in. Again, we had control of the game. We responded after that. Again, I thought we were the better team last night. I thought we controlled the play from a puck possession standpoint. Again, 40 shots. We're just not getting the breaks. We're not getting the easy goals. We got to work for everything right now. And their power play goal goes off Andy Thomas, and then obviously Steiner's goal is probably one that David Cruz would want to have back. So realistically, they scored 1 goal, and it was one that our goaltender should have had. So that's the way it's going for us right now. We can't sit here and cry about it and feel sorry for ourselves. We have lost 3 in a row. We have to find a way to win hockey games. And to be honest with you, as a coach, I can't sit here and say we need to change much. We got to keep doing what we're doing. We need to bear down on our chances. We need to execute on our 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s and odd man rushes that we get, and just keep doing what we're doing and work through this, because I really believe that we've done enough to win games. Obviously the Elmira one was a stinker, if you will, but we've done enough to be come out on the other end. We just haven't.
And you played the same team now for the 3rd time in as many days. It's a lot different in this 3rd game than it was against Elmira. You had won the first 2. You went in with a lot of momentum into that 3rd game. How is it different tonight?
Well, I think it's different tonight in a sense that from a confidence standpoint, especially with a young group, and that's what we've tried to reinforce here. We've talked about, get them back on and get out there and don't change what you're doing. Don't think you have to try and, defensemen have to lead the rush or join the play or do anything crazy. Keep doing what you're doing. I think the biggest thing for us is the style we've played against these guys. We've pounded them pretty good. I mean, the Danny's hits takes the defenseman out the other night. I mean, Nagy, House, some of these guys, Kutu. I mean, I think overall we're probably in better shape, and hopefully our style of play over the last 2 games is going to pay off today for us. And we have the advantage right now, numbers-wise, of having fresh legs back in the lineup tonight with Vokes and Janan. So hopefully that'll pay off, and we feel that our style of game can pay off over the long haul against teams in a series. And like I said, a series like this is a playoff type situation.
And so Vokes and Janan come in. Also, you mentioned Justin Coutu. He's back from Lowell, played last night. First mentioned Justin. He said he was trying to get back with it a little bit. What did you see from him, and how much more does he have to go to sort of get back to 100%?
No, he's fine. I thought he held on to the puck overhandle a little bit at times, but even that for him is limited. He moves it quick. Again, guys come back from the American League, and I know he hadn't played in a little bit, but again, he was getting the pucks quick and really snapping the puck hard. So he'll be probably even better today. But again, he brings a steady physical element back there, and obviously a little bit of leadership. So it's good to have him back in the lineup. He really solidifies our decor.
So he's back, as we talked about. Wes Becker was put on the 3-day. Janan Vokes back in, so that's too many players. Who's not active?
Well, not active. Well, obviously, as you know, Wes Becker's out with a back right now. Harder and Zancanero are not going to play tonight. It's more just a rest thing. I think we need to get some of these kids an opportunity to see them. Eventually we're going to have to make some decisions here. We got some guys that can play center ice, and we have fresh legs. And the center ice position requires a lot of skating, and it's an important position. And we want to see some guys in those spots tonight. So again, there's some opportunities that presents itself for some of these guys.
As you go into the game tonight, I know it's hard to ignore the reality that you guys are now in 4th place in the division, 12th place out of 12 in the conference. That has to be put aside mentally. How do you accomplish that for yourself and for your team?
Well, it should motivate you. I think we're a better team than that, and it's frustrating. Maybe the guys don't see it quite as much as the staff. You can't dwell on that. You have to move on to the next game. But with that said, we gotta get it. We need to win bad tonight, and we gotta, like I said at the beginning, we gotta just find a way to get it done. And I really don't think we need to change much of what we do. I've liked our energy. I like I said, our physical play, and hopefully the combination of those two will pay off tonight. And you have to find a way to get a win tonight.
And last thing for you, Coach, and last Sunday it was a 4 o'clock game up in Elmira after you guys had to travel sort of overnight. It's a little bit easier because it's not a long trip, but another 4 o'clock game, I imagine that you're going to make sure that the same sort of letdown doesn't happen as last Sunday.
Yeah, no, I think that was hopefully a once-a-season situation last week. But, on the reversal, we saw a team that was hungry because they'd lost back-to-back games. So, maybe that works in our favor tonight. We should be hungry. I think the biggest thing for this group, and like I said, with the young guys, is staying positive and really believing, hey, what we've been saying, that we've deserved a better fate in the last 2 games. We just haven't got it, and you got to keep going until you get it.
So the Devils take on the Royals again tonight for the 3rd time in 3 days. Coach Kowalsky, good luck tonight, and thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks, Dan.
That does it with Rick Kowalsky. We'll be right back. This is Trenton Devils Hockey.